tension and great expectation in Osun State and in Nigeria at large. This is Bystander at Newsstand on Flip TV. I am Akimbodo Abiodun, and in this edition we will be reviewing from Daily Independence as the headline reads, "Anxiety as Osun rerun holds today." Says Government House declares a public holiday in Osun State. It also says that Adeleke has come out to say that my life is in danger. We also see here that police warns against disruption of exercises. And the big news of the day is that Omisore has joined and come to join APC in a coalition. Omisore's decision is shameful, says Panikayode. This is Bystander at Newsstand on Flip TV. Let us hear what people have to say. Come along. Bystander at Newsstand on Flip TV. With me here is Mr. Owolabi King Solomon, who would review anxiety as Osun rerun holds today. What is your expectation, sir?
We're not expecting much from Osun State because right from the incident that happened over last weekend, the PDP is taking the lead, and we are still expecting them to take the lead. The victories to come to their side, because if we look at the record of the Oyetola, he's not a sellable candidate. I'm going to put the blame on the godfatherism of the APC, because it's not sellable to them. It's not a man of the people. It's a candidate that was imposed on Osun. That's why the electorate now decide say no, we are not going to vote. The people are suffering in Osun State now. About 23 months salary unpaid. The pensioners are crying, and you cannot bring such a candidate to win an election in Osun State. That is why the PDP, the opposition party, have their way by leading as it is now. But the election is still the election that they announced as inconclusive is political. INEC is not an independent body in Nigeria anymore. The INEC is working with the power that be. The law says the rerun election can only occur after the conclusion of the election, when they discover that the margin is too low, they do the rerun. But now, this man won by almost 100 votes or 200 votes. The INEC now capitalized. The INEC has eat what they have vomit. INEC declare some places cancelled. Why will you go and reenact what you have cancelled? You say you cancel. You say you have cancelled here because of the fraud that occurred. Let's go by equity. Now you go back to where you have cancelled. Is it an independent again? I think the aggrieved party after this rerun should go to court and get his mandate there. You cannot cancel and go there again and have what you have. I tell you this, come and contest.
For the rerun election, yes. Who do you think will emerge the winner of the rerun election?
The rerun election, the electorate, as I've said, electorate decide. I learned that Omisore liaised with the APC or whatsoever. I call it rumor. And if so be, Omisore is not a sellable candidate. Omisore was a governorship aspirant under the platform of SDP. But at the end of the day, he cannot pull the crowd now. Nobody know him. Falling alliance, he cannot do anything. People have already decided what they are going to do. Omisore does not have a good record. Omisore and Oyetola don't have the good record in Osun State. I think the blame should go back to the godfatherism of the APC. People are angry. People are dying in Osun State. You can go Osun State and see how people are suffering from peanuts that they are giving them monthly. They are not giving them. They are giving them half salary. Is it what the APC promised the Osun State when they take over? The answer is capital no. When they know they are not capable of ruling, why will he or why will the Oyetola assume the candidacy of the APC? The party as a whole are angry with him. We are not happy. This is the first time the APC will conduct a free and fair election in Nigeria. And it still ended, they end it up in inconclusive. It's not a great achievement. In 2016, 2015, it happened in Kogi State, inconclusive. In Ondo State, inconclusive. In Anambra, inconclusive. For how long will the APC will continue to do premature election?
We're still on Bystander at Newsstand of Flip TV. With me here is Mr. Lawrence, who will review anxiety as Osun rerun holds today. What's your view, sir?
We expect INEC to be professional and to be neutral. Nigerians are watching, and I know Mr. President himself, as a man of integrity, his body language speaks volume. The election was declared inconclusive, and people have different opinions. So I'm not a legal practitioner, but with the reasons INEC gave, we bought the idea. So today, Nigerians are expecting nothing less than professionalism from the electoral body, and the people of Osun have the last say. They will decide who will govern them. They will have their reasons for their decision. They must have been in the state for long. They know what they want, and they must have listened to the manifestos of each of the candidates that is vying for the office of the governorship, office of the governor. So, based on their own assessment and conclusion, they will put their fingers where they want their vote to be counted. But what we expect as Nigerians is that the vote should be peaceful and each vote should count. Each vote should count, and that is where we are trusting INEC to do their best. We believe INEC, we believe in their professionalism, we believe they will be neutral as they have always been.
Suppose there's going to be an irregularity in today's election. Do you think that the election will still be declared inconclusive?
I don't see it being declared inconclusive because the numbers of polling units are not that much, they are small, and with the numbers of security personnel on ground, and with the numbers of INEC officials on ground, and with the sensitization that has been going on in Osun State, we know that the election will be void of violence because they must have been told, they must have seen it, that anybody who is caught in any act of violence face the full wrath of the law.
So Omisore has finally formed a coalition with APC. What do you think will be the outcome of today's election with his coalition?
Omisore as a person is a politician of great repute in his own region. He has his own structure, he has his own say, and he has his reason for his decision. And the average Osun people in the affected polling units where the rerun will take place today equally have their own opinion. You will get to a point in life that you make decisions within yourself based on what you want, based on your antecedent, based on what you want, and based on what is on ground. That is how I see it. Omisore is a human, he's a person, he has his own supporters, but at times the vote may sway in another person's favor.
In your feeling, who do you think will win today's rerun election?
I'm not in Osun State, and I will say let the better candidate win. Let the vote of every electorate count.
So you don't have anyone in mind that would emerge as the winner?
I am not a partisan politician. I am a public analyst. So I'll say let the best person win.
Thank you. Bystander at Newsstand on Flip TV. With me here is Mr. Ahmed, who would review anxiety as Osun rerun holds today. What is the expectation, sir?
I actually don't really know what's happening, but I am not from Osun. But according to what I gathered, the tension is really high here. There are some political bigwigs in both political parties stationed in Osun State try to find way around to make sure their candidate emerges. But it is now. For Omisore to even declare for APC, in fact, it's really tense. But I can see, because when it comes to Osun politics, Omisore is somebody you can see reckon with when it comes to election in Osun. You can see what he pulled. He was the third. After PDP APC, he was the third person that really pulled the votes in Osun. As it is, with declaration for APC now, in fact, I'm like maybe 60-40%.
So would you think we're match the winner?
That's what I've just mentioned now.
Yeah, 60 to who? 40 to
60 with 60 to APC, 40 to PDP. Because despite the fact some SDP stalwart, the son of Omisore, I can't really see because he is the figure, he is the symbol of that party in Osun State. Nobody can take it away from me. He is the symbol of the party right now. So I think that's my.
Suppose there's going to be irregularities in today's election, and then there's going to be a rerun again. What do you think will happen?
Rerun? I don't think there will be any rerun. Irregularities cannot be taken away from anybody. Both parties, definitely there will be irregularities. You can't be 100%. God is the only God that is perfect. No one is 100%. There are only some itches. But as it is, there can't be any rerun. The winner will be declared today.
Oh, you believe that the winner
will emerge today? Absolutely.
Adeleke has said his life is a threat. So, do you think that this will be a reason for the people of Osun to vote him and give him a fair vote?
It is very possible because when it comes to politics, you can bring in so many things. Nobody can dispute his position because he don't know. He knows what people don't know. If truly his life is in danger, it is onus of the security agencies to ensure nothing terrible happens to any of the candidates and the voters as well. So, sympathy vote, well, Nigerians, you can't dispute the way Nigerians, the way we think at times. We can be carried away with anything. As it is, women must definitely emerge today.
Let's move back to Omisore's coalition with APC. What do you think about this new development?
I think it's temporary coalition. To me, it's temporary coalition for probably it is winner takes all now. As in, who have the better, both PDP for Kotodu as well as APC. So now probably decide to go with, but as it is, what you should have probably said was that people should have voted their conscience rather than coming to say forming alliance with one particular political party. It could be either way. If it is either way, where will he put his well, it is politician, Nigerian politician, nothing freak them. Nothing. So it's a pleasure.
Nigeria want to catch fire, catch. That's their business. So the only way they have it up is that.
So you don't support any parties?
I don't support any party. They should go ahead with their parties. Is it my business?
But who will rule if nobody, there's no party?
If they want to, that they know how. You vote, you don't vote. That's their business. They know how they are doing their campaign, how they are doing their vote.
So are you saying that we are just under a...
They are just convincing themselves by doing party or no party. You understand? They are convincing themselves because they know who they will be put there. You vote is not vote. That one is not our business. Nigerian vote is not voting. They know who they will be put there.
But you are in Nigeria, sir.
I'm Nigerian. I'm going here for business. After business, I go back. I'm a Nigerian citizen, but I'm not based in here. My family in Ghana, my mother in Ghana. So it's not my business. So it's finished.
We're still on Bystander at Newstand on Flip TV. With me here is Mr. Etim Basi, who would review anxiety as Osun rerun holds today. What is your view, sir?
Okay, it's no longer news that the people of Osun State advocate with history as regards today's Osun rerun. And today is going to be the day the people of Osun State will have to choose freely who they want to govern them. They have to choose today whether they are to remain in a government that has not been able to pay salaries now for over a year now, if I am not mistaken, or whether they will have to move on. They will have to choose another candidate, a governor, another government that will see to their welfare, that will see to the welfare of the Osun people. They will have to choose whether they want a government that is caring or not. It is today that will be done, and history will never forgive. History will never forgive them, or history will never forgive anybody. Anybody who has refused to choose a candidate that will benefit the people of Osun State, a candidate that will take the people of Osun State to the next level. So that is my take on Osun rerun.
Who do you think will win the rerun election?
Well, I wouldn't want to make any prediction here, because going by what we saw last Saturday, it was a very close contest, a very tight one, and all I want to say here is that the election should be free and fair. The people of Osun State should be freely allowed to choose a candidate of their choice, a candidate that will lead them, that will take them from where they are today to the next level.
Senator Omisore just formed the coalition with APC. Don't you think this is enough for APC to win the election?
Well, I wouldn't want to believe that, because Senator Omisore, is a very big figure, very big political figure when it comes to the politics of Osun State. There's no doubt about that. That can never be taken away from him. But that's not to say that he is just one vote out of so many, thousands of votes, and the people of Osun State will be the ones to decide. Will be the ones to decide their fate. I do not see Senator Omisore deciding the fate of Osun people today. I still believe that the people of Osun State are the ones that will decide their fate.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Newstand of Flip TV. With me here is Mr. Francis, who would review anxiety as Osun State holds rerun today. What's your expectation, sir?
Well, my expectation, before I proceed, on Saturday I must commend the security agents, the INEC, to compare with of Ekiti State. The last election on Saturday was peaceful, and I think the INEC improved. You understand? Because that's today there was a lot of pressure, and INEC was able to manage the situation as of that time. And I expected this INEC not to be a party to any candidate. You understand? So I will expect that whoever that win, we should accept it. But I will mostly to say that the journalists, the right of the journalists, the work of the journalists should not be denied. And I will say that the security agencies and INEC should allow the common man to do their right exercise. You understand? Because when you are denying some people not to come and vote, arresting some people, you are discouraging some others. That is why in elections, some people will not be interested to vote because afraid of security. And I would say if INEC can monitor 30 local governments without no violence, 7 polling units with the 3 local governments is very small to monitor. And I expect the INEC, the security agency, to do the right thing that will make the international and the community and the whole world to recommend Nigeria as a country of free and fair election. That's what I'm saying. And I will say something among the opponents, the PDP and APC, that if eventually this election comes to free and fair the way people expect it, they should congratulate each other after the election.
Suppose there happens to be an irregularity, do you think that the election will still be declared, sir? The winner of the election will still be declared?
If at the end of the day there are some issues, I still believe they will declare a winner. You as an opponent, if you have any issue or evidences of things, that is power in judiciary. I would say number 1, Imo State Deputy Governor, who was impeached or removed in office for a long time now. I think on the paper this morning or yesterday, the man have resumed office with the power of the judiciary. So I will still say something, in order not to cause violence on the street, take your case to court. And at least I have witnessed in Nigeria where a sitting governor won a case with the power of the judiciary. Former governor of Anambra State, P2B, I think of a sitting governor of Abia State, Osun, the people that I know. So I still believe that the judiciary can still revise the wrong thing to the right thing.
We hear that Omisore has formed a coalition with APC. Do you think this is a license for them to win the election? I mean the APC party rather.
The coalition, you know, Omisore has his own choice, and I don't think he's the only one that can decide to SDP. Because when it comes to SDP, there are people that are people in charge of the party in the state, which according to the party chairman yesterday, saying that Omisore's decision is on his own. So when you look at the case, the man must have his own people, and Omisore must have his own people. Everybody has the right to make his choice. And I'll say that it may give them the confidence of winning, but people still have right to take the decision. I don't think a one man can decide for thousands of Nigerians.
At Bystander on Flip TV with me here is Mr. Chidoze, who will review anxiety as Osun rerun holds today. What is your view, sir?
My view is that I still wanted to talk about the foundation, because in anything that you are doing, once the foundation is not properly laid, the abuse is inevitable. So I'm trying to say that we, the Nigerian masses, we don't have confidence in it. I think they are not getting it right, because the former elections that they have conducted, like the one in Ekiti State, we had the cases of ballot box snatching, card reader problem, and other irregularities, especially that ballot box, card reader problem is giving the masses, it is becoming a worrisome trend in our electoral process. Even in 2015, INEC we still experience such problems, and it is not good. INEC is not building confidence on the masses. If you ask me in assessment, I would say, and from the opinion and from my own view, I would say that they are not doing it the proper way. And that is the main place that, like this current election they are going to do in Osun now, today, if they could not be able to plan it well, foundationally, they will not get it. Number 1, they will make sure say that there will not be card reader problem. Number 2, they will ensure security security and make sure that there is nothing like ballot box snatching. If they could be able to block these holes, block these places, I will beat my chest and tell you that there will be free flow of election. The election will be free.
Who do you think will match the winner of the run election?
It depends on the people of Osun State to decide. But the expectation I'm getting from Lagos State, majority of the masses are wishing the opinion, on my own assessment, the opinion of the masses in Lagos State, from the place we are staying now. The masses are suggesting, and we are expecting, and they are speculating that PDP will emerge, and most of them wish PDP to emerge the winner. Because we still have Osun citizens here in Lagos. Many of them we are saying, for a government that does not pay salary for 34 good months, government that did not do much for them, why would they go on and vote for the government again? But for the fact that it is an election, it is left for our people to decide. They should go on to the polling units and decide whether it's PDP or whether it's APC. But what I wanted to, my own main interest is on INEC. One of the problems we have in this country, we always like to beat about the bush. We leave the main thing, people are talking who will win, who will not win. Forget the main thing that will carry the election along, which is the INEC and the government himself, because it's the government that will provide the security. Then INEC will conduct the election. That is the basic, that is the main thing. But people are now forgetting it, talking about APC candidates, PDP candidates, who will win and who will not win. When you leave the foundation, you did not lay the foundation of your building very well, the building is bound to crumble. So that is the main place Nigeria will put their eye on. Especially the issue of card reader is becoming a menacing factor in our political trend in this country. And the INEC has been witnessing this card reader problem all this while. Up to now, they could not be able to provide solution to it. It is too absurd. It is appalling. I didn't read them very well in the process of conducting election in this country. So everything I will say is based on the current government that is in power and the INEC. They should lay good foundation, proper foundation for electoral process to thrive very well in this country.
You've heard what the people have to say. This is Bystander at Newsstand of Flip TV. I remain Akimbodo Abiodun. Until next time, bye-bye.